Alright, on to tech. Uh, Admittedly, I have probably the least amount of time played on this role. On this, I think I have the most on Purple Todoroki. But I'm gonna go ahead and, I'm not gonna put Dabi in D tier. I think he's better than that, to be honest with you. I think he's C tier now. I think his traps can be really annoying. Like a Dabi in a tight space is like, man, it's not very fun. But his alpha, you can dodge his alpha. You can just break his traps, and roll in and or out of his wall. Um, but he does some damage. He just, without no tunings at all, he just, to me, he just kind of resides here. Anybody else want to put here? No, I think everybody else is B. Being able to swap abilities is nuts. I think he can like build his whole rotation, so I've seen like multiple combos where they've put like Tech Shiggy when he came out on him. Like you get all kinds of stuff. I think that makes him good in the sense that he can kind of just, he's like a build your own character type of character. Pretty decent though. I think I'm gonna put her here as well. Same issue with the other Toga. She just kind of, I mean, most of the time, honestly, you don't even really know when you're fighting an actual Toga, because most of the time they're in somebody else's body. So, yeah. Who else? AFO, B tier. I think his pool is a great thing for teams. I think his big, like, massive AoE where you can just kind of get pulled in is great. His beta, using it through walls. His alpha does decent damage. Being able to plunder and have two sets of abilities is nice. So yeah, overall not a bad character. Not a bad character at all. Who else I want to put up here? Alright, so everybody else in my opinion is going to be A or above. Alright. Aizawa. Same thing with Shinzo. The ability to CC over and over is really annoying. His gamma deflects all projectiles. Obviously does damage, so when you pull your opponent into you with your alpha, you can gamma them or beta. You can do whatever combos you want. He does a lot of damage. His special action is fantastic as well. It just removes everybody's ability to do anything but run around in melee. Sleeper ability, you don't really see Aizawa's using it a whole lot. It feels like I'm always just watching them kick in the air. Definitely a fantastic character though. Insane mobility. CCU, it's literally CC simulator if he wants you to be CC'd. Good character. This character, Tech Mirio, so annoying. Hate his alpha. I hate everything about this character. I think he's ridiculous. I think it's crazy that any character in this game is able to just go through walls and be invincible. And it doesn't, yeah, this character is just, as long as he can do that, they can drop his numbers down a little bit. I think he'll always have some value because of his survivability. This might be a hot take. Take Dinky. He's easy to play. You don't have to aim with this guy. He locks on for you. Again, somebody can make the argument his mobility isn't that great. Still, I think he does great damage. He can be annoying. It's annoying for mobile characters, I know. Just being locked onto, again, you get the same feeling whenever you're playing against this guy as you do when you're playing against these guys, but he's locking onto you literally, and he's doing it to multiple characters at once. So I think with proper positioning, you're gonna cook with this guy, with Technique. I think this is a no-brainer. Well, I lied. She should be. I don't see her no more. I shouldn't have put her. I don't see her no more. I don't ever see Purple Nejire. Probably for good cause. Alright, next one. All Might, A tier. Annoying character. Fell off. I think he has like the same kind of effect that like some characters in like other games have, that whenever a character's too hard or really hard to play, you just don't see them. I really don't ever see this All Might anymore. Which sucks because he's good. He's really good. Tech Toto. This dude is a nuke. You walk inside of his building if you want to. He's gonna make it very unfun for you. His beta is insane. You can aim the beta, so you can use it for cover. That you can explode whenever you want to. His special action is decent. It stops all projectiles. His alpha is okay. Anywhere close range with this guy, there's he's so much to deal with. I think my first game ever with this guy was like 9k damage. He does so much damage. And then Tech Shiggy. What is there to say about Tech Shiggy? He can see through walls. His alpha shoots through walls. So it's annoying if he knows you're low and you're trying to get out of there and you're not on one of the more mobile characters. And even if you are, honestly, he's relatively mobile. That's a subjective statement, but he's relatively mobile in my opinion. His beta does so much damage. I'm glad they nerfed the roll tech, where he would roll alpha, roll alpha, roll alpha, roll alpha, and basically it would never create no knockdown value, and he would be able to do that for the entirety of your life. I've never had that happen, but if that did happen, that seems like it'd be enough for me to want to uninstall this game. But yeah, good hero, good hero. I'm glad that he's falling off.